In the gritty streets of Los Angeles, Louis Bloom, a lonely and intensely ambitious man, searches for work. Struggling to find purpose, he survives by stealing and selling scrap metal, but his unrelenting drive to make something of himself keeps him hungry for more. One night, he witnesses a car crash and watches a freelance cameraman, known as a nightcrawler, capturing graphic footage to sell to news stations. Louis is captivated by the idea and decides to try his hand at this underground world of crime journalism. With a cheap camcorder and a police scanner, Louis begins prowling the city at night, seeking out accidents, fires, and violent crimes. He quickly learns that the more graphic and disturbing the footage, the more money he can make. As he hones his craft, his footage catches the attention of Nina Ramana, a seasoned news director desperate for shocking stories to boost her struggling station's ratings. Nina is impressed by Louis's eye for sensationalism and quickly becomes his main buyer, feeding his ambition while overlooking his growing disregard for ethics. Driven by his desire for success and Nina's encouragement, Louis becomes increasingly ruthless. He manipulates crime scenes to capture the perfect shot, even moving bodies or tampering with evidence to make his footage more compelling. As he gains confidence, he hires a vulnerable young man named Rick as his assistant, paying him barely enough to survive and exploiting him mercilessly. Louis's charm is chilling as he manipulates Rick and Nina, pushing boundaries to get what he wants. The conflict intensifies as Louis begins to blur the line between observer and participant. In one instance, he arrives at a home invasion before the police and captures horrifying footage of a violent crime in progress, choosing not to intervene. Instead of calling for help, he films every brutal detail, knowing that this footage will make him a star in the local news circuit. He withholds key details from the police, planning to turn the story into an even bigger spectacle by tracking the suspects himself. The climax arrives when Louis sets up a deadly confrontation between the police and the criminals involved in the home invasion. He follows the suspects to a crowded public area, alerting the authorities at just the right moment to ensure a dramatic shootout. As bullets fly, Louis captures every second, never flinching, even as innocent bystanders are put in danger. Rick, horrified by the lengths Louis is willing to go for a story, confronts him, but Louis coldly dismisses his concerns. In a shocking moment, Louis lets Rick be fatally wounded, capturing his assistant's death on camera and using it to further his success. With the footage from the shootout, Louis becomes a sensation, securing his place as the top crime videographer in Los Angeles. Nina, captivated by the ratings, turns a blind eye to his unethical methods, allowing him to continue his morally bankrupt rise. By the end of the story, Louis has established his own media company, hiring a new team of assistants and positioning himself as a media mogul in the making. The story concludes with Louis fully embracing his role as a nightcrawler, exploiting tragedy and human suffering for personal gain without a shred of remorse. Nightcrawler is a dark exploration of ambition, the media's insatiable appetite for sensationalism, and the chilling depths some will go to achieve fame and fortune. It forces us to confront the ethical void that can exist in the pursuit of success, leaving us questioning the cost of sensationalized media and the humanity that can be lost in the shadows.